we are going live right now. Okay, guys, we are live. Just got back from the movie theater. So this is just gonna be like any other live discussion that I have here on my channel. Except for we're reviewing Avengers Endgame. We're gonna talk about it. Now we're gonna do a mullet discussion review, and what that means is first half of this is gonna be spoiler free. We're not gonna spoil a goddamn thing, but then we're gonna go into some details with spoilers because that's where the meat of the discussion is. So when that time comes, don't worry. Before I even say anything, I'll be like, hey guys, if you don't want to be spoiled, be sure to go ahead and exit out now. But right now we're gonna be doing spoiler free, so you guys don't have to worry about it. All right, Adam. Like always, you start first. Hopefully you don't yell at me like you did in the Shazam review.
Okay, well, first off, let me say that I went into this movie with incredibly high expectations. Absolutely adored Infinity War. And I came out of this going, you know what? This was so much more emotionally satisfying. That being said, as of right now, I do think Infinity War is a better film.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Just in the way that it's structured, it feels more like a proper film.
Yeah.
All right. That being said, this movie has a lot that it's doing. And I feel like with everything that it sets out to accomplish, it does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was really anything story-wise or in terms of the emotions of the characters. I don't think there was anything that really fell that short. I loved the acting. I think the last hour of this movie was absolute brilliance.
Yeah.
Like that. Like just I cannot stress that enough. That the last hour of this movie is some of the best things you will ever see in a comic book film.
I will say this. This is not a spoiler because we're keeping it spoiler free for the first half here. Don't wait after the end of the movie like we did. There is no end credit scene.
I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, we did it just to be on the safe side.
Yeah,
but they did release that there is no after credits or mid credit scene. And there isn't.
Yeah, so just don't wait. Like, we did it because we just wanted to make sure. So we're telling you there isn't any.
Yeah.
So I feel like you do. I think there's a lot of I would like to use payoff. There's a lot of payoff in this. But as a film, I feel like Infinity War is still better. But like everybody said that. Like Christian Harloff, Campia, like they all said they prefer Infinity War. And then when they seen Endgame a second time, they're like, oh no, Endgame is much better because then they already know what's gonna happen, so they can just sit back and soak it in. Where we're getting it as it's coming. Mm-hmm. So but this movie has a lot going on. It's the 3-act structure. This feels like 3 movies.
Yeah,
it
really does.
Each act feels like its own movie. The first act feels like the ending of Infinity War. Then we get the middle act, which is I don't want to say because we're not doing a spoiler part yet. And then the second act is basically the final film to pay off all 22 films. And it was exhausting at some points, and I say this in a good way.
Yeah, it's emotionally exhausting.
It's like
oh god,
as soon as I got, dude, I know you cried. I sat next to you, but I mean, I cried too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I probably cried at least half a dozen times, if not more. I like my head hurt so bad. I took some ibuprofen as soon as I got to the house because of the crying and so on. And it was a packed theater. I got there at 4:00. The showing started at 6, but they let us sit early. So man,
one thing I will say is that there is not a shortage of moments in this movie that make you want to stand up and cheer. All right, there are certain moments in this movie where you're just like, "Oh my god, yes!"
Yeah.
Okay, so many of them.
That's why I'm saying like payoff. Dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The payoffs in this are perfect.
Or like I literally want to go back and like rewatch every MCU film from the first one.
Now, in terms of the plot, there's only one thing in this movie that really got distracting to me. Okay. I didn't hate it in the grand scheme.
What's up, Christopher? Thanks for the super chat, brother. Hope you enjoy the movie. Go ahead.
All right. What I was going to say is there's one thing plot-wise that I can't get into now because it's a spoiler, but that really started to get distracting after a while, and I think we talked about this after the film. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Because we're trying to figure out how it even makes sense, how it's plausible. So yeah, I understand. I think that's where it kind of got what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of messy.
Yeah, and actually, thinking back on it, there is one. Again, I'll get into this in spoilers, but there is one character interaction that I really love, but it really doesn't go anywhere. And again, we will get to this in the spoilers, but I don't know if you know what it is.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, needless to say, it's very hard to talk about anything without spoiling anything.
Yeah,
in this movie.
because like everything in this movie is a friggin' spoiler.
Yeah,
everything. Like, this is like one of those movies. If you get up to piss, you're screwed.
Yeah,
because
everything's
kind of important.
I got up because the sound was bad, and I took a piss while I was out there, and I told the guy to fix the sound because the sound was so low in certain points.
Yeah,
that if the audience were laughing or clapping, you missed part of the dialogue because the sound was so low. So I got up and I said something to him, and then he came back. He's like, "Well, I'll go check it out," and he never did anything. The sound didn't change. So, and also, guys, you guys can start firing in questions and stuff like normal live discussions, like regular normal live discussion, and we'll answer any questions vaguely. But we will begin into spoilers at some point. So the halfway mark, we're gonna get into spoilers, because I know there's been plenty of people out there that have seen the movie that really want to talk about it. So I'll let you guys know ahead of time.
The score by Alan Silvestri
is great.
Is as brilliant as all his other scores.
Yeah.
I will say, rewatching Age of Ultron, I really missed his music.
I felt the same way.
That was, yeah. Like, and don't get me wrong. I thought the guy who did it in Age of Ultron was fine.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's not Alan Silvestri.
No.
Alan Silvestri is the guy who did Back to the Freaking Future.
Yeah.
All right, like.
Yeah,
this guy's amazing.
Because like I said, I rewatched Age of Ultron a couple of weeks ago, and I just wanted to I was going through this Scarlet Witch phase I was going through, and I'm like, I want to go back and rewatch this movie. And yeah, the first thing that popped out to me was the score. It was fine. He tried to do his own thing with the Avengers score, because that was back when Crow Mutter was still with Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige wasn't the sole head of it.
Yeah.
And he believed that the scores didn't matter. That's why, like, Captain America had different. If you go back and watch Winter Soldier, Soldier had a different score than First Avengers.
Well, yeah, because First Avenger also had Silvestri.
Yeah. So when Kevin Feige took over and Crow Mutter took over the TV side, they got all the original composers back, and that's why Infinity War, the score was fantastic in that movie. Same as this movie. I love the score in this movie.
I don't think that there's a single bad performance in this entire film, and that's saying a lot, because even the people who only appear on the screen briefly leave a great impression with their performances. Yeah. And there is such a huge cast in this that you're expecting one of them to fall short. Not a single one does.
Yeah.
Not a single one. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. Like, this movie, like, just everything that went into making this movie, absolutely phenomenal. I can't stress that enough.
So do you guys have any questions? Okay, I see one question coming up here. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Pariah, whatever your name is. What do you think of Thor and Avengers Endgame? Well, to say what I think about it would kind of be a spoiler.
Would be a spoiler, yeah.
I'll just say this. It didn't really work for me.
Yeah. Because
I liked Thor in Ragnarok and Infinity War. Mm-hmm. I liked that Thor. And then to get the Thor they gave us,
it was weird.
It was distracting different. At some point.
It was, yeah. Especially, I can't really tell you when, because it's spoiler.
Now, if
the thing is, what they did with it, they tried to do something new with Thor.
Yeah.
Because again, we've seen Thor. How would he be after failing with Thanos and everything? And I understand like why they did what they did with him. There were parts that worked for me. There were other parts where it's just like, really.
One thing I didn't buy with that though.
Yeah.
I can't say too much because it's a spoiler, but the reason why he acts the way he's acting and is the way he is in this movie is because he feels he failed against Thanos, right? Yeah. But none of his people got messed up by Thanos' snap. So you would expect other characters to act like that. I mean, yeah. I mean, technically Thanos fucked up, the Asgardian ship or whatever, right? But
and most of the people
true,
died.
but he in the snap, Thor didn't lose anybody. Oh, we got a super chat coming in from Stormbreaker Thor. Ironic. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hey Rob, my military base. Thank you for your videos. I saw the movie. Oh my god, can't wait to do spoiler talk. Don't worry. In about 10, 15 minutes, so we're gonna get into spoilers here. We're just trying to cover, some Q&As with everybody and talking vaguely because, we're trying not to be dicks to people. We got 100 people watching us right now, and I don't know how many people seen the movie. So, but thank you so much, Stormbreaker, for your super chat. I appreciate that, my friend.
I'm trying to be courteous.
Danny Graham says I don't like Thor or this Thor at all. Yeah, it's.
I don't blame you. I can definitely see why so many people are probably gonna have a issue with this.
I thought they see with him. I thought it was See, at first I thought it was like, oh man, we got another super chat coming in. Edwin writes, at Robert Storms, now that Endgame is out, how do you feel about Josh Whedon's Avengers movie compared to the Russo brothers' Avengers movie? I'm going to let you take that one first. Josh Whedon, his movies versus... Cause we have two Josh Whedons, we have two Russo brother movies now.
Honestly, and here's the thing, I love the first Avengers movie with all my heart, okay? I think Age of Ultron is okay. I don't think it's a great film, all right? So, I'm sorry, I got to give it to the Russo brothers. All right. I think that they had the best material to work with from the comics, and what they were able to do with Thanos.
Yeah.
What was just amazing. All right. And I'm sorry, Ultron does not hold the friggin' candle to Thanos.
Well, I don't blame
even Loki.
I don't blame Ultron on Josh Whedon because he was told to put a bunch of shit in that movie to lead up.
That's true. Like he was told to put that dumb Thor Ragnarok bullshit in there,
and a bunch of other shit. And really Josh Whedon in Ultron, in Age of Ultron, he kind of set up the Infinity storyline because
he did with at the end.
Yeah, because at the end, you hear Thor talking about like someone's playing chess with all these and whatnot. But Edwin, I would have to go with the Russo brothers because I just feel the Russo brothers understand the material better than anybody else. Yeah. Even Josh Whedon.
And that's saying a lot because Josh Whedon does understand the material.
Oh, yeah.
He does.
He's a geek and everything.
Josh Whedon is a wonderful filmmaker, amazing writer, amazing director, but the Russos did a little bit.
And this is why I'm going to say the Russo brothers because I'm going to ask you I'm going to ask you two questions. I want you to give me an answer.
Sure.
Okay? Do you like Russo brothers Spider-Man or Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming?
You really gonna?
Yeah. I want to know.
Russo brothers.
Who handled Captain Marvel better, Russo brothers or the people that directed Captain Marvel?
Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers knows how to direct. Yeah. They know these.
They know how to write for the characters.
Yes. If you are not a fan of the Captain Marvel movie, he's not a fan of it. I respect his opinion. I like the movie, but Captain Marvel is a much different character in this movie than she was in that movie. Yeah. To answer your question, Edwin, I think we both prefer the Russo brothers, but not taking anything away from Josh Whedon because the first Avengers movie is pretty good too. Yeah. It's awesome, and of course, it comes back into play in this movie. Yeah. That's not a spoiler. That was leaked photos. Yeah. So Lewis comes in with a super chat. Do you think the movie was slow until the last act? No, not. I think
some parts,
not the first act.
Some parts were dragged a little bit, but here's the thing. They dragged a little bit, but everything that was going on I liked. So it didn't bother me per se. I could see where people would be like, yeah, it's kind of boring. Then you get to the action.
Yeah, I think, though, we can't talk about this yet until we get to the spoiler part of it, but I think it was slowed down for that extended period of time for a reason to allow us as an audience to realize, time has, went by, so to speak, vaguely. But I think the first act went by pretty quick, actually. Because, like I said, the first act is a direct sequel to Infinity War.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Then something happens. Then the second act is pretty much its own standalone movie. Mm-hmm. And then the third act is the grand finale of everything.
Yeah.
So, to answer your question, I see where he's coming from. I think they was kind of done on purpose. There were definitely parts
they had to really build shit up in this.
Yeah, there was definitely parts, Lewis, where I felt like I could have took a bathroom break in those parts. You know, I was like, yeah. So I mean, I can see where it's kind of
I see another question. Do you kind of feel the movie was overhyped?
right here by
Just
Danny
a
Graham.
little?
Do I feel like the movie's overhyped? I don't know, not really.
No, I don't think so.
No, because this is
No.
That's like saying, do we feel that the season finale of Game of Thrones is gonna be overhyped? We've been sitting there watching that show for 8 years. We've been with these characters for 10 years.
11.
Yes, 11.
Yeah, 11 now. Yeah.
But so we it's not overhyped. Overhyped is, I'm trying to think of an example. Oh, we got Lee Smith coming in with a super chat. Was the Hulk in the movie a lot? Yes. Surprisingly. He was in the movie a lot. People that complain that he wasn't in Infinity War, you're going to get triple the dose of the Hulk in this movie. And man, we got over 100 people watching us now. Nice. We got 105 people watching us.
About where you were going, example of overhyped.
I'm trying to think of something that was overhyped that I'm trying to think of something that was overhyped. For some reason, Star Wars is coming to my mind, but I just can't think of which one.
Yeah. All right. Well, Chapacal. Yeah, we do think that we'll still get a Black Widow movie.
Yeah, we can't explain. We can't talk about the Black Widow movie. Wait till the spoiler section of the video. Okay, we're gonna hit spoilers here in a second, and when we do, we will get to that. We're not talking about Far From Home. Okay, we're talking about Avengers Endgame. Okay, you don't want us to get into a Spider-Man rant. It's gonna take over the whole live stream podcast.
It's the same structure to the Homecoming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, it's same directors and writers and everything. What is an example of something that was overhyped? I mean, like really overhyped.
Oh.
And it was
just kind of bland.
Yeah. Justice League wasn't overhyped. Just BVS maybe. The theatrical cut. Hey, Double Girl, man, what's up? I see you're no longer blacked out now. Overhyped with Pacific Rim 2. I mean, I was excited for Pacific Rim 2. I don't know if I would say I was overhyped for. God damn, 122 people?
Yeah,
shit.
Dude, the friggin' one movie that was always overhyped for me back in the day, Blair Witch Project. Okay, because like everyone was hyping that movie up. I'm a kid. I'm like, I gotta see this movie. My parents saw it. They gave it to me on VHS. I watched it. I have never been so bored in my life. I'm like, screw that movie.
Here's a question I want to ask you. You think it'll be Avatar?
Probably.
Now, I don't know if you looked at the numbers because you told me you try not to read into the numbers. I was doing the math. Yesterday, Deadline reported an opening night alone in China, it made $107 million.
Yeah.
Opening night. Think about that. Justice League didn't even make that in 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
well,
so
Justice League was a piece of shit. So,
true, but still the Justice League. So they're saying that in China alone, it's going to make anywhere between 300 to 400 million, which is going to break the China box office. Okay, it's going to make at least 300 million here. So they're saying, come Monday morning, this movie's already going to have $1 billion, and Avatar is set at 2.7 billion. So
Shazam was overhyped. I completely disagree with you.
Who said it was overhyped?
Shazam was overhyped.
Oh, well,
I disagree.
I
completely disagree.
I didn't care for Shazam, but I would not say it was overhyped. I don't think it was I wasn't running down the street, people going, "Oh man, you're gonna see Shazam, you're gonna see." That's the definition of hyped. I don't think it was overhyped because I don't think it was really hyped up that much. We're not talking about Justice League. We're talking about Avengers. We're talking about Avengers here, guys. Mm-hmm. Who the hell is writing me? Colin. Is it bad? I nearly cried.
The brothers need to do X-Men MCU films.
Want to talk for a second? Colin messaged me.
Okay. The brothers need to do X-Men MCU films. I don't know. Well, I could see them doing it, but they never would because they said the only way they'll come back is if they can do Secret Wars.
Yeah, the Russo
which would be cool. But
the Russo brothers just signed a giant contract with MGM, so they're gone for now. Which was here it goes. Which was better, Infinity War or Endgame?
We just answered that.
Right now we're set on Infinity War, but that's only until we go see Endgame again. I'm gonna catch it tomorrow. Man, we got 140 fucking people watching. Jesus Christ.
Nice. Was that entertaining? This game for an AOC series running nothing. You got it?
Yeah.
I thought Captain Marvel was sucks too.
Captain Marvel did not suck.
I'm
People are
sorry,
just
I'm
hating.
sorry.
People are just hating, man. Hating. Did you see how it should have ended? It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So no one's asking any more questions that's non-spoiler related. We're going to go to the. It's been 20 minutes.
Spoilers?
I think we should get into spoilers now.
Okay. Now
Hold on. Before we do that, we got a super chat coming in from Julio Rodriguez. Hey, Adam, it's nice to see you in a live stream with Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
I think Rob works best when he has someone to bounce ideas off of.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Julio. Julio, he's one of my regulars, man. Helps out the channel a lot. Okay, guys. Now, I got 150 people watching. I am fully aware I'm about to lose a large majority of you guys right now because we are going to unfortunately have to jump over into the spoiler portion of the review, only because there's nothing else we can really say that's non-spoiler. We pretty much said it. So, yeah, we're going to get to the spoiler part now. So, thank you guys so very much for coming, checking it out. You guys continue to throw out, questions and stuff, and we'll answer as we get into the spoiler part. So, I gotta admit, I did not see some of this happening.
I didn't at all.
When
I told you my prediction for the ending, none of it.
So what? Okay, what happens? Okay, let's break this down for the people. So what happens is that the first act is the Infinity War sequel.
Yeah.
They go to Thanos, try to steal the Infinity Gauntlet, realize the stones are gone, and then Thor just fucking decapitates Thanos, killing him. Okay, that's the end of that at that point. And then
we cut to 5 years later.
Yeah, 5 years later, Tony's got a kid. The world is still shit. Stormbreaker Thor. My God, Tony. Dude.
Oh, my heart.
Oh, man, dude.
Oh.
Everybody was crying.
Oh, dude, there's not a dry eye in that house.
I think I was good for a while, and then when Peter showed up.
No, dude, when I started freaking crying? The second I saw Strange do this.
Yeah.
Because I knew exactly what he had to do. I'm like, no.
And you know what? I didn't realize this until you said something. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad you're here. Now explains why he saved Tony's life in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Because they needed Tony to do that.
Yeah. Because he knew Tony was the key.
Oh, dude, it hit me so hard, man. It hit me so hard when Peter, it hit me hard. Natasha hit me hard.
Oh, dude.
It hit me hard.
I was not expecting that. And
the thing was,
because they got the Black Widow movie coming out, and I'm like, why would you make that a prequel when you had Scarlett Johansson?
This is the thing with that. I knew one of them was gonna die. You don't send them for the Soul Stone when you know the sacrifice that needs to be made. I thought that they were gonna say, okay, Hawkeye was like, as long as my family comes back, I don't mind sacrificing myself.
Exactly.
And I thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what Black Widow's reasoning is for doing that.
So he could be with his family again.
I understand that.
She doesn't have a family. Like, she has them. That's it. He's got 3 kids.
I understand that. Plus, everything.
That's the reason.
Plus, everything he did for her when he was hunting her and stuff and that. So, yeah, I understand that. That hit me hard, and it's the only time that fucking stupid-ass love triangle or love relationship with the Hulk in Age of Ultron came back.
Yeah.
Because he was fucking devastated.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, and then I was
at the end. He's like, I tried so hard.
Yeah,
when I had.
but the one thing that bothered me with this movie, and I gotta check and see if it bothered me the second time I see the movie, is when they're doing the funeral with Cap at the end and they're doing the thing. Why doesn't Natasha have something there too?
Yeah.
It's like we're doing this whole mourning thing for Tony. I understand, he was technically the person to start off the MCU, but Natasha just died too.
True.
And
it was weird seeing. I was not expecting this. They had the kid from fucking Iron Man 3 at his funeral.
I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah, like the second I saw him, I'm like, wait a minute, I know this. That's the kid from fucking Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was him. Hulk didn't get to smash. Hulk smashed quite a bit. Oh, you mean smash Natasha? Maybe. I don't know. Maul died. Of course, Maul was gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about the time travel thing, man.
Dude, that's what we were talking about earlier. The plot point that just made no sense the more we thought about it. I'm just like, how?
They try to use. They don't use the Back to the Future time travel logic. Like they say, because it was Hulk the one that said it's like, look, you go back in time, you change something, it will change that timeline's future, not our future. So basically, whoever died in our timeline won't come back. Like Loki died, he won't come back. None of those people will die, so it doesn't have the butterfly effect. Okay, you establish that logic. Okay. I buy that logic.
All right, then why did they have to bring the stones back?
Well, they can bring an object back. It's sort of like if again, I hate.
No, I mean like at the end, why did they have to bring the stones back? If it's not.
They explain that. Anything? They explain that because by them taking the stone, it affects that timeline's future.
Okay.
So, for instance, when the Hulk takes the time stone, then in that timeline, the Ancient One will never give that stone to Doctor Strange. Okay. So it messes up that timeline. Yeah. That's why he had a promise to bring it back, so those timelines won't get fucked up. So basically what they did was they introduced the multiverse in this movie, is what they did, which is fine. I'm cool with that. But the problem and where I don't understand where this makes sense is when Cap goes back in time at the end to deliver all the stones.
They have like 3 different forms of time travel throughout the majority of this movie. And it just really conflicts with itself.
Yeah, because Cap then shows up on the bench old. But would he be old in that timeline, not this timeline?
Yeah, but here's the thing. And it's a question I ask when I see a lot of time travel movies. Does the time travel really matter? And what I mean by it is this. Is the time travel what the movie is actually about? Okay, because look at something like Back to the Future. And the sequels to it especially. The time travel in those movies don't make a goddamn lick of sense either. When you actually break them down and try to hold them up to scrutiny, it don't really make a lot of sense either. But, alright, the time travel is not what those movies is about. Okay, especially the first one. The first one is about realizing your parents were once kids too, with the same problems as you, and maybe they understand you a lot more than you think. Alright? That's what that movie is about, and that's why you go there, for the characters.
1 second, Stormbreaker. Yeah.
All right. And I think that's what they were going for with this. Okay, whereas, the time travel doesn't have to commit to absolute logic as long as we can make it endearing for the audience, make it worth it for the characters, and as long as it all builds up in the end, we're fine.
Yeah.
All right. Because I think, everything else, put it this way, time travel doesn't make sense, but everything else in the movie is enough for me to forgive that. For me just to overlook it.
Fair enough. I'll know more.
I do that with a lot of time travel movies too. So I mean,
Stormbreaker comes in with a super chat. This movie perfectly wraps up Tony's story.
Absolutely.
But how will you think this affects Far From Home? I think
the mentor's gone.
Yeah, I think the trailer pretty much spoiled that already because you have Happy in the van or whatever, or the airplane, telling him look, you're all alone. Basically telling us Tony's not there. So But, we got a super chat coming in from W. Endgame is awesome. That is all. Thank you so much, W. But, Stormbreaker, I don't think it's going to affect it other than the fact that it won't be an Iron Man Jr. movie. Yeah. So, but,
So one person asking why would we spoil it? We said, the first half of this was going to be...
He might be coming in late.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, so I'm not even gonna establish that. But look, like I agree with you. Like the time travel thing doesn't have to make a whole lot of sense. But I just feel if a movie's gonna establish rules, keep those rules.
Oh, that's actually a good question.
What's that?
I mean, I'm guessing it's because they both got dusted. But why are Peter and Ned in school in 2023? At the end.
Probably because they all got dusted. They still got to go to school.
Yeah.
They haven't graduated yet. just because it's 2023 doesn't mean that they graduated. They weren't there, you know. So they got to kind of.
I'm guessing like everyone in Peter's school got dusted.
Now
that's going to be weird. Come Far From Home.
Now I'm kind of curious. Now, wow, that really.
That's kind of a big flaw there.
Thank you for fucking my life up right now. Damn you!
That is a big flaw.
Yes, that is kind of a plot hole.
Not with Endgame, with fucking Far From Home.
Yeah. So okay. Are they not going to count those 5 years? Are they going to be 2023, or are they going to be like, oh no, we're just going to pretend like that never happened, and we're still 2019?
Like, damn.
Oh, dude, that fucking brain fart there, dude. I can't even.
All right, well, we'll see how Far From Home handles it. You know?
Yeah.
Let's move on. What happened with Mjolnir when Cap took it back in time? Yeah, we asked that same question.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I was like, we came out of the theater and I said that. I was like, you know what's weird? He went back in time with the hammer and never brought it back.
Yeah.
You know, so like, what the fuck is the deal with that? Maybe Jane Foster gets it. She becomes female Thor. I honestly thought he was going to give it to Valkyrie.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, when he was like, you know, you can be the new leader of, Asgard, even though it's like that shitty ass island.
And Thor being, I like the fact that Thor is now with the Guardians. I like that.
Yes,
that is
so do I.
That is cool.
I
cannot wait to see.
That is something you would see in the comic books, and that's what I liked.
Yeah.
But speaking of Thor, I didn't like Fat Thor, man. Did not like Fat Thor.
Yeah. Again, at times it was kind of grating. At times, yeah, I understood it, but. It was hit and miss for me.
Here's a good question. Dwayne Price asked, so is Loki alive? I would say no.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because they established everybody who died before Snap wouldn't come back. But we also established Loki took the Tesseract.
Yeah. He just kind of disappeared with Tesseract, and then they never brought it up again.
They were like, fuck, he took the Tesseract. So what are we going to do? We're going to go back to the 70s and take it. You know what I kept thinking?
But dude, I'm not going to lie. I teared up when he went into her office.
Oh, yeah.
When he got to the 70s and went into Peggy Carter's office and saw her.
That was a great scene, and that set up the end. But I kept thinking, like, why didn't they just go back to the 90s where the cat had the Tesseract? But
kill the cat?
No, not kill the cat, but just grab the Tesseract. But then I remember they had to go back in time because at that time Hank Pym was working with Howard Stark. So they got the Pym part of
the same place.
Yes.
They did the things in the same place.
Yeah, it all worked. I'm a fucking moron. So I got like Colin messaging me and I'm trying to answer the thing. Thor 4 is coming. That's possible. There was talks about it. So is possible Thor 4 in talk. So is Valkyrie going to be the female Thor?
I would like to see that.
I will tell you this. All you anti-SJW people are going to be pissed when you see the female Avengers team up in this movie.
Oh, God, yeah.
That shit was fucking legit. Oh.
It was cool. I'm not going to lie. No, but the second it happened and they all started charging, I'm like, feminists, assemble.
I like it, man, because obviously I like my female characters. But, you were like.
And this is a question I've had
for
a while.
What is it?
What happened to Sharon Carter?
Who cares? She went back to Everwood. Well, at this point, apparently, let's be honest, dude. If you had to choose between Peggy and Sharon, who would you choose?
Oh, Peggy, yeah.
Okay. He went back and got that last dance, and he danced something else, too.
Child of Captain America.
Then you were surprised by the rescue suit. I wasn't because I was following all the behind the scenes.
I was surprised by a lot of the cameos in this. Okay, I was not expecting Robert Redford to be in this. I was not expecting fucking Frank Grillo, Crossbones, to be in this.
Yeah.
Or like the other fucking guy that they were interrogating on the roof in Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Those are not him, that motherfucker.
Something Worth, that's his name.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but yeah. But the biggest cameo that surprised me out of them all was the Jarvis cameo.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they had the same guy who played Jarvis on the Agent Carter television show.
Yeah, the first time they ever had a TV show character appear in the movie.
Movies, yeah. Which you don't see at all.
Ever. They never acknowledged the TV show. So to have that, I'm like, I like that a lot.
They really gave a shit. I'm like, damn.
What else?
What if Rocket saw a raccoon?
I was hoping they would have saw
Yeah.
that. I was hoping they'd be like,
Fucking Tony calls him a Build-A-Bear at one point. Like, that was great.
Build-A-Bear?
Go for just 1 second. I thought you were Build-A-Bear. His daughter's so cute.
But Peggy was married. We don't know if she was married at that particular time.
No, because remember in Winter Soldier when she's in the when you like see the archive footage of her talking, she's like, Steve, he actually introduced me to the man who would be my husband. Like she's pausing as she's saying it. Okay. Maybe he was her husband and it was always meant to go back. You know?
We got a super chat coming in from Danny Graham. How did Tony get those stones off his gauntlet and to his fast?
And onto his so fast.
Yeah, onto his so fast. Also, Russo brothers lied about Red Skull being free from the Soul Stone. And before I get to your question, Danny Graham, I just want to say Deadpool Chinese, Captain on your left. Fuck yeah,
yes,
that was awesome.
Oh.
It was like on your left, and then you see that fucking portal pop open.
Like, oh shit!
I was like,
it's
yeah. So Danny, this is my theory. Tony built the glove. It wasn't the Infinity Gauntlet. It was Tony's glove with the stone, right? So I would assume Tony would have something in his suit that he could just transfer. It's like if you have tape on your hand, you grab something, it goes over. So I assume that Tony kind of had like the same.
And his final line in the movie was perfect.
Who's
Tony?
Oh, am Iron Man.
Yeah,
fucking awesome. He went out like a boss, dude.
No, and honestly, like. That whole scene is a fucking tearjerker. But what Pepper says to him, the last lines Pepper says to him
was,
we'll be okay.
Yeah, you can rest now. Yeah.
Okay,
that hit me hard. Because you go back.
He's the one trying to protect everyone and working for everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, we'll be okay.
And you think about it. You go back to Iron Man and then the first Avengers movie. That was his arc the entire time, was to protect Earth, to protect everybody. He created Ultron to protect Earth. And he brings that up in the movie.
That up there?
Yeah.
That's the Endgame. That's what he says.
He brings it up in the movie.
We needed a suit of armor around the world.
Yeah. And he's like, I try to create Ultron or whatever, and then we got 200 fucking people watching us, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we got 205 people watching us. And he's like, the suit of armor, and he tells Cap like, I was right this whole time. But I wanna say this. I've been doing prediction videos for over a year, and I was 100% right. I told you guys Captain Marvel was gonna save Nebula and Tony from space. I told you. You know what I wanted to see though, and I thought they were gonna do it at some point. In the Infinity Gauntlet comic book, Nebula wields the gauntlet, and I would have liked that too. I honestly thought she was gonna have a moment there.
For the record, here's a spoiler: the scene at the end of Captain Marvel was bullshit.
Which one?
The pager scene.
The which one?
The scene with the pager at the end. That's not in this movie.
No, but the movie takes place with it already happening.
What?
Okay. The pager scene isn't bullshit. The pager scene happened. It's the Infinity War, pager scene, Endgame. The pager scene takes place before Infinity War.
All right.
So when Captain Marvel goes against Tony, she already met the Avengers at that point. They had the they're the one that told him about it, and then she went and rescued him. That's how she knew about Tony.
All right.
So the pager scene actually takes place before this movie, not during. Because the first hour I was like, what the fuck happened to this pager scene?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
And then I was like, oh, we got.
I'm like, because I mean, the Russos said that they were lying about certain scenes.
Yeah.
The trailers.
Yeah. Walter comes in with a super chat. Hey Rob, did Fat Thor remind you of Big Lebowski? Did you love the young Stan Lee cameo and female Avengers? And Deadpool comes in with another super chat and says, Captain didn't just return the stones, also the hammer. Return the hammer? What do you mean return the hammer?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
He also returned the hammer.
Oh no! Remember? No, because Oh, Thor took it from his time, from his old time. Remember?
When he brought back the ether?
Yeah, when he brought back the ether, he brought back.
I think that's fucked up, but okay.
Thor would have needed his hammer back then.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, getting to Walter's question is, yeah, I think everybody thought Big Lebowski because they actually referenced that in the movie. Yeah. The Stan Lee cameo I thought was okay. The female Avengers I liked a lot because Tessa Thompson.
That's badass.
Yeah, but she also teased that they asked Kevin Feige if they could possibly think about doing a female Avengers. I don't think it's going to be like an actual Avengers movie. I think it's more going to be like a little smaller Avengers movie. Yeah. But I would be cool with that. So, yeah. 231 people watching us right now, man. Jesus fucking Christ.
How's my hair look?
Hey, messy? Hey, what else we got, man? So, yeah, I guess that makes sense about the hammer that he would bring it back. We got Dark Lord coming in with a super chat. Thank you so much. He didn't write a question, but thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Are you guys stoned? I fucking wish, man. I fucking wish. The good thing is I requested off tomorrow, so I'm actually going to be able to go see the movie again, so I can't
Apparently
wait.
you were right about Falcon becoming the next Captain America.
Yes! How awesome was that scene? Dude.
You know, it was an awesome scene. Here's the thing. I went in there wanting it to be Bucky so bad, but when he gave him that shield, I'm like, this scene is too good. I can't bend.
The reason why they say that, the reason why Danny Graham said that is because last night I did a live stream. And I said, these are my final Endgame predictions. And in that, I said, I think it's more poetic for Sam to have it, right? And that's why I teared up when he had the shield and he looked at Bucky and Bucky went,
yeah.
Dude, I was like, out, man. Sure. Because I think Bucky is a badass as the Winter Soldier.
I cried so many times in this movie, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, I lost count. In Infinity War, I cried when Tony got stabbed, when Gamora died, and when Peter got dusted. I cried. Dude, this movie, I cried at least half a dozen, if not more. You know, there's real stakes in this one.
But honestly, yeah, I think that it was perfect that Tony was the one that dusted Thanos in the end.
Yeah.
He got to be the one to do it.
Now, I'm maybe you figured this out. I don't know. How the fuck does the properties and logic of the Infinity Gauntlet even work? Do you think something and snap it and it happens? Yeah. Is that why he's like, I tried so hard to get Natasha back and it?
Yeah. Like, well, no, because when they before Hulk puts the thing on, like, just think about it. Everyone that was dusted.
Okay. That makes sense. Because I was like, how did he know just to get rid of Thanos' people? Oh, we got a super chat coming in from Valhalla. Thanos is on par with Darth Vader as one of the greatest villains of all time. I will say this, and I don't know how you feel about this. I want to get your opinion.
Agree.
I do agree. I didn't like Thanos in this movie. I liked him more in Infinity War.
No, he was so much better in Infinity War because in this, he felt like...
Idiot guys, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Go ahead.
No, in the in Infinity War, he has more human traits to him.
He didn't feel like a villain.
Completely understand
where he's coming from.
In this,
he's full on villain, dude.
No, he's full on villain because it's the older Thanos.
Yeah,
you know,
or the younger Thanos.
Yeah, the younger Thanos.
Yeah, but that's why I didn't like because he was straight on.
He just
villain.
felt like the bad guy.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Whereas the Thanos in Infinity War,
that's why I was saying I think that Infinity War overall is a more complete film.
Yeah, I'll feel more about it when I go see it again tomorrow. But yeah, I would say he's on par with Darth Vader. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he's hands down the greatest villain
in the MCU.
Yeah. Now the one thing that I liked that this movie did was it didn't erase any deaths from Infinity War. Like, Gamora died.
Oh, no.
We got a different Gamora.
Oh, yeah. Gamora stayed dead. Loki stayed dead.
Who else? Everybody on Asgard.
Yeah, like, literally only the people that got
dusted came back. Yeah.
Yeah, like, everyone who died normally, no, they stayed dead.
So, does that mean we're going to start over with Gamora and Quill's relationship again? Because I don't like that, to be honest with you.
No, if you notice, Gamora, from the past Gamora, isn't on the ship with them at the end.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm wondering what the hell they're even going to do.
Because I thought for sure they were going to do Thor, Quill, and Gamora triangle relationship in Guardians 3, and I don't want to see that. But hopefully that don't happen. Good call on that one. Dragon Lord with Super Chat comes in. Theater reaction to Avengers Assemble scene.
Everyone cheered.
Yeah.
Oh, God. No.
Yeah.
But the one we all cheered at the most,
The hammer.
the hammer.
Yeah.
Captain America wielding that motherfucking hammer.
They pulled.
Fuck yes.
They pulled a Force Awakens on me. Remember Force Awakens?
No, it was literally the same kind of thing.
When the lightsaber moved, you think it's going to Kylo, and then it goes past him to Rey, and then you see the hammer move. And I'm like, oh, well, Thor's just gonna try to levitate and get it. And then I was like, no, it goes Captain America is wielding that thing. Like
he's like spinning it.
Yeah.
And shit. I'm like, yes.
Like he's like. I am on the belief now in Age of Ultron, he could have picked it up if he wanted to. He didn't want to pick it up. I honestly believe he could have picked it up in Age of Ultron because he was moving around that thing like he could always do. And like he was fucking whipping that thing around like 250 people watching. Jesus Christ, guys. But yeah, he was wielding that damn thing around like he's been wielding that thing for years, man.
Why did they dust Thanos? Gee, I don't know. That's what he's asking.
I mean, what other choice did they have to do?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's either dust him or get dusted again, But, so, Christopher writes, Robert, did you lose your mind, Captain Thor versus Thanos?
How do you feel about the America's ass joke?
Oh,
that is America's ass.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. Like,
Captain, as far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
I will say something. The jokes were good.
Oh, so good.
But I found that they really toned down the jokes compared to Infinity War. Infinity War found funnier, sometimes. This one felt more like there was jokes, but it's like they knew what it was and they couldn't be joking around, you know. But when they did have jokes, shit was fucking hilarious. Daniel, Gamora's alive, but it's a different Gamora. It's not the Gamora we know. That Gamora is still dead, unfortunately. She's down in that pit somewhere with Natasha.
Well, no, like the past Gamora, I'm wondering if she got dusted because we didn't.
What do you mean?
The Gamora from the past. I'm wondering if she got dusted because again, she's not.
You mean when Tony dusted off?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so because
Then where the fuck is she?
Maybe they just didn't show her. Maybe they just didn't show her.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, I have to see it again. Hail Hydra moment. That was awesome.
Yes.
When we
was in the elevator, I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna get a recreation of this? He's just like, no, it's okay.
That shit was awesome.
Yes.
I was waiting for him.
Is this gonna work? He just walks out. Yes.
I was waiting for him to say, if anybody wants to get out, now's the time. And then he was like, Hail Hydra. I was like, yes! That's fucking brilliant.
Yes.
That goes back to the Russo brothers' first film in the MCU. Idiot guys. Rob and got my Iron Studios Infinity. I have no idea what you're saying. You understand that?
Rob got my Iron Studios Infinity War. What?
I have no idea what you're saying, idiot guys. Okay, so we got two super chats coming in. One from Julio. He says, "How did you guys feel about the 5-year time jump? How did you feel about that?"
Necessary for what they were trying to establish. Now, again, okay, this actually just reminded me of something. I told you that there was one character interaction that I don't feel had a proper payoff. The scene with Scott and his daughter. Because think about this for 1 second. He's seeing his daughter. His daughter, who thought that he was dead all this time, is seeing him for the first time in forever. He hugged her, and then that was it.
Yeah, but
he just freaking left her there. It's like, okay, you're just gonna stay here. I'm gonna go abandon you some more.
Well, everything was going on with Tony and stuff. They didn't really have time to lean on that. My thoughts on the 5-year thing was I see what they did, but I think it kind of handcuffed them later on in the story. Because now like the whole school thing with Peter now, right? That kind of messes it up now. So is every MCU movie gonna be 5 years ahead of us now? I mean, So thank you, Julio Rodriguez, for the super chat. We got another one coming in from Danny Graham, who writes, Bucky knew Cap wasn't coming back. That's why he said goodbye. Also, Professor Hulk didn't heal even after several days. Do you think he is weaker now? Probably. I didn't like Professor Hulk. Autumn loved him. Autumn was like, yeah, I kind of want to bone him. But I didn't. I thought Professor Hulk thing was kind of getting me personally. What do you think about Professor Hulk?
It was weird when I first saw it because I'll be perfectly honest, I did not know that happened in the comics.
Yeah.
I haven't read that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what comics that was, but yeah. Like, I'm more like Planet Hulk, original hardcore, like fighting Wolverine kind of guy, you know?
Yeah. Because I gotta be honest, after the lack of Hulk in Infinity War, I wanted the Hulk to kind of rage out on Thanos, and instead we got Professor Hulk, which was fine. But yeah. So thanks for the super chat, Danny Graham. We got another one coming in from Valhalla. As someone who doesn't like time travel scenarios, I like that this film doesn't completely erase the consequences from the last film. That's the main thing that I like.
Yeah.
Because other people die.
Yeah.
And the people that did die didn't come back. The people that dusted came back, but we all knew at the end of that movie that the people that got dusted was going to come back.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but yeah, I did like the fact that the people that died stayed dead. We don't know what's going on with Loki. Apparently, that Loki and maybe the show we're gonna get is gonna have the Loki with that Tesseract. I don't understand with that, but in our timeline, Loki's dead. So, yeah, you know. Okay, we're almost getting to the hour mark here. I don't know if you want to call it or keep going.
I'm gonna do another 5 minutes. What else we got?
Shouldn't Nebula be dead? No.
Well, she shot her past self. I think that's why she's asking.
Yeah, but like I said, that was more from a different
timeline.
Yeah, different universe, basically.
Uh-huh.
Because there is no butterfly effect in that. Yeah, Walter, Black Widow definitely bothered me, man. It hurt me bad. I love my Black Widow. I'm so upset when Scarlet died. Oh, another one who died and didn't come back was Vision.
True, yeah. Oh, yeah, Paul Bettany wasn't in this movie at all.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, but Wanda's scene with Thanos.
Dude, she fucked his ass up.
She wrecked his ass.
Yeah.
He literally had to call his airships to shoot missiles.
Yeah, it's like fire. But sir, our people. I said fucking fire. The filmmaking fandom station writes, Rob, saw the movie twice already. Let's talk about how amazing Sylvester's score was. Adam brought it up a few minutes ago. People shamefully don't credit him enough. Your thoughts?
No, I completely agree. We said that earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, Sylvester is an amazing talent.
Yeah, just like you said, we watched Avengers: Age of Ultron a couple weeks ago. You watched it like what, a few days ago, last week or something?
Yeah.
And yeah,
it doesn't hold a torch to what Sylvester brings to the table.
Yeah. So thank you so much, filmmaking fandom station. Thank you so much for your super chat. We agree with you 100%. Sadly, scores are very important to movies, and people just don't give them enough credit as they should. For an example, you look at Just League. Just League wasn't a good movie. But I think if you would have had Hans Zimmer score, who scored Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, it would have felt more better. Nothing against Danny Elfman, but I just think his score felt old school and not what that series was. So yeah. So Idiot Guy comes back with a super chat again.
The Morag scene was funny.
The Morag scene was funny. The Morag scene.
What when Gamora and War Machine are watching Peter Quill.
Oh,
yeah.
You mean...
And like, only he can hear the music, so like we get an outsider's point of view of that.
Yeah.
It's like, that is kind of dumb.
Deadpool sent in a super chat. I didn't even see... he wrote, I love you 3000. Yeah.
Oh, my heart.
I love you 3000. The Morag scene was great because... we seen that in the Guardians of the Galaxy intro, but to see it with only him hearing the music was fucking hilarious. Yes. He's like, this guy's a fucking idiot. And she's like, yeah.
Yeah. Even Gamora looks at him later like, this guy, seriously? Well, it was either this guy or a tree. Where was Hannah Baker?
Who the fuck is Hannah Baker?
Yeah, who the fuck is Hannah Baker?
I don't know who the fuck Hannah Baker is.
Hannah Baker?
Dude, we got almost 300 people watching us now.
Damn, bro. You want to keep going? What was Captain America's role in Main Fight? To say, Avengers!
Assemble.
And like they really paused a while between the words Avengers and Assemble.
Yeah. They were
building that shit up.
Yeah,
and then he whispers it.
Yeah. I will tell you this. The leaked... I read the leak about a month ago. Nothing in that leak came true. Nothing in that leak came true.
Oh, that's a good question.
What's that?
What happened to Cassie's mother and stepfather?
They were probably there. They just probably didn't show them.
Yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong. No, Cassie did age. She didn't get dusted.
Yeah. No, Cassie's mother and her stepmother.
Yeah, but I was wondering, I thought Cassie got dusted, and I realized, no, she was there. But her parents might have got dusted, or they just didn't show her.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, in the Ant-Man movies, the step-parents really ain't that important anyway. So, what we got here? You got any like, sub, donate? Yeah.
Do you think the anvil hitting the very end possibly be his daughter carrying out on his work? Wait, what?
Which question are you looking at?
Do you think go back? Do you think the hammer hitting the anvil at the very end could possibly be his daughter carrying out on his work? Did you like Pepper's rescue armor? I loved Pepper's rescue armor. I was not expecting to see it in the film. He was, because he's been looking behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to see it, and I'm really glad we got to see Gwyneth Paltrow kick some serious ass.
Now,
With Tony.
Like I said, I knew the rescue armor was coming because, I seen this behind the scenes, and remember, a lot of people predict that she was going to be the one to rescue Tony. I'm like, well, that just doesn't make any sense. It was going to be Captain Marvel. Yeah. Me personally, I'm not a fan of Pepper Potts. I'm not a fan of Gwyneth Paltrow. That might be another reason why I don't like Iron Man 3 all that much, because she was really centered in it. But I think it's cool. It's cool to have it. But I didn't take it away as one of my favorite parts of the film. You having a hard time seeing it?
No, I got you.
Good?
Okay. Yeah. Did Stark die? Yes, Stark died.
He did, man.
Yep. But let me tell you something. It's the most emotional send-off you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll possibly ask for.
Michael Pena should have done this. Done the.
I want it known. Don't order a large drink when you go into this. Dude, I was holding in a piss for a good hour. Dude. I refused. I told him at the beginning, I am not getting up from this seat till this movie's done. I don't care if I gotta take a piss. And it hurts so bad.
I was like, dude, why'd you get a large drink? But hey, that's you, man. I couldn't do it. Trust me, I wanted
What about the
beer.
new Captain America plot twist? I don't like it, but what about you guys?
Captain America plot twist.
You talking about the ending?
Are you talking about him handing the shield over? I'm like, he did that like twice in the comics.
Yeah,
so.
and I loved the fact that he stayed behind with her.
Yeah.
I loved that ending for him. He finally got his piece with her.
I called it midway through, remember?
No, you did, yeah. Like, I thought he was going to be the one to die, bring everyone back with the gauntlet.
That was the rumor.
That's how I thought he was
That
gonna
was
die.
the rumor. I read all kinds of leaked people that said they saw test footage that said the Captain dies in the final stand against Thanos. I didn't necessarily believe it 100%, but when I seen the movie and I seen him go back to 1970, I was like, he's going to fucking stay behind.
Yep.
So it kind of made sense, I thought. So, Cap versus Cap, it was okay. It all set up the American ass joke.
Yeah.
America's ass. That's definitely America's ass. As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass, sir.
No, I can do this all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
great.
amazing.
It was like, yeah, I heard it, man. Jesus Christ. Who got a coin? I don't even know what that means.
Who got a coin? I told Robert Strack died. Since Monday, he said, "Who dick I sucked to watch the movie."
That is something I say.
Wasn't it cool when Sap says Hail Hydra? Yeah, we mentioned that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay.
We were like, hey, Hail Hydra.
How about the Black Panther? Black Panther, fine.
Dude, he was fine.
They didn't really do much with him.
They didn't do much with him.
In that final battle. He's there.
Yeah.
He has the stones at one point.
Yeah.
All right, he's carrying around that glove, but
he basically just comes out and, Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you got a different opinion on this. From what I understood with the film was, the people that were dusted knew they were dusted. Because Peter was like, Doctor Strange said, hey, we got to go now.
No. Because when he starts out, he's like, I must... Remember when I started, getting dusty? Okay, I must have fallen asleep because then I woke up and Doctor Strange said we gotta go.
Okay, so they don't have no memory of it. So Doctor Strange saw the vision, so he knew it was time for them.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that.
Well, no, just that one freaking look from Strange with that had me balling because I knew Tony was gonna do that shit.
Tony was like,
oh,
I'm Iron Man.
You are the one shot. You are our one chance.
Yeah. Dude, we got over 300 people watching now.
Damn, bro.
309
we rocking
people.
This shit tonight.
300. Did Loki or Gamora come back? No. They both stayed dead. We have a new Gamora, but she's from a different time period. She's not from our time period.
Yeah.
Thor Weight Watchers edition.
Yes.
Dude, I loved when he was like, "Do you know what's coursing through this body?" And Rhoda's like, "Cheese whiz." Shuri and what was it? Shuri and Tony. What happened?
Nothing.
I don't know what that means. I'm mad what they did to Thor. I'm not exactly thrilled with that either. I'm not exactly thrilled with that either, to be honest with you. We got a super chat coming in from Deadpool Chinese. In Civil War, I don't care. In E.G. Clint, and I guess in Endgame, Clint, give it to me. What?
In Civil War, I don't care. In Endgame, Clint, give it to me.
I don't know what that means. Do you know?
Clint gonna give it to you.
Clint gonna give it to me.
Wait for you to end it on your own. Clint gonna deliver to you.
What did you think about the Ancient One and the Professor Hulk scene? I think it made a lot of sense because that's where they pretty much.
Was cool.
That's where they set up the multiverse.
She can go through like time and everything, time and space and everything. So like that actually made a lot of sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. Loki could be alive because he took the Tesseract. That would be in that time period, not our time period.
Yeah. When Loki escaped, do you think that will link to the series? Probably.
Yes.
Most likely.
Yes.
Yeah. That's probably exactly what it's going to be.
That's what I think.
Especially if it's Tom Hiddleston. Because unless you're gonna spend all the episodes giving him the aging effects, you're not gonna pass him off before the first Thor movie.
I agree with you 100% on that one. Well, that was a lot of gibberish.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow sucks in the MCU. She's way more powerful than that. She's a spy assassin. What do you mean?
She's a friggin' badass.
Well, yeah.
Message retracted. And immediately retracts the message. Thor's Easy Top Edition.
How do you think X-Men will be incorporated?
Well, they already said the X-Men aren't going to be in the MCU for at least 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Kevin Feige's already got already has the next 5 years mapped out anyway. So.
Yep. We might see Fantastic Four though.
Yes,
I would love to see that.
I think we will. We'll see that sooner when we see X-Men.
Give me Doctor Doom.
Is this the last Avengers movie for sure? Absolutely not. Bob Iger already announced they're doing Avengers 5. We just don't know what it's going to look like. Yeah. Is this spoilers?
Gonna be completely different Avengers too.
Is this spoilers? Tony dies. You're damn fucking right. It's spoilers. We did a non-spoilers for a little bit.
LeBron dies in Space Jam 2.
He needs to die.
Yeah.
Leave Space Jams alone.
Space Jam, I'll crack.
Yeah.
What's the next MCU movie coming out? Far From Shit.
Yeah, Far From Shit. And then we got to wait all the way to next year to get another MCU movie. And we don't even know what it is, do we? We don't even know what the next MCU movie next year is, do we? They're not in development on it right now.
No. I don't know. I think the next one. I think the one they said was after Far From Home was going to be Black Widow. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Because they already have casting, so that's probably going to be it. How is the Cap ending a paradox? It is 100% a paradox.
Yeah.
Because they established certain rules, and the rules were changed in that scene. I mean, I'm gonna let it slide because I think it was a nice ending, but yeah. Yeah.
Howard the Duck.
Wait, how does Iron Man die? He snaps, man.
Yep.
You know what really annoyed me in this movie? They established in Guardians of the Galaxy that a human being cannot hold an Infinity Stone because of the power. You have to be a god or an ancestral or how do you pronounce that? You have to be something god related or extremely strong to hold the Infinity Stone. I seen
barehanded.
I guess.
Yeah, barehanded. I think that was it.
Black Widow after Far From Shit. Yeah, he confirmed it. Do you think that may make Tony's daughter smart like him? Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. But the problem is his daughter's 5 years old. So we got
Years to wait for that.
Like 14, 15 years before that. Unless we're doing another time jump that we're going to completely pay no attention to. So I don't know, man. It's been over an hour. You want to call it? Take a few
I
more?
think it's about that time. Let's take one or two more questions, then we'll call it.
Because you got to take like almost a 2-hour drive. Yeah.
Didn't they say you can only change things in the past by what you interact with, but anything with yourself won't change?
No, but they... Yeah, I got to go back and Like, I'm going to go see the movie tomorrow, but from what I understand, anything in that timeline would be affected. But they can take, like they can take objects... Like, for instance, Adam has this Rockstar drink, right? 5 years ago. I can go back in the 5 years, take it, and it won't affect my timeline, but his timeline, he won't have a Rockstar drink.
Yeah.
That's pretty much from what I gathered from it, but... Take a couple more. Christopher Brown. The Hulk must have done something to the Iron Man stone glove. That's why Iron Man must have holding it. Well, I guess. I don't even...
Well, no, because if you remember correctly, all Tony had was the stones, not that actual
glove.
So
he transferred it over to his. Because the Hulk still had the glove. So, Gamora didn't survive the snap. No, it's a different Gamora. Wait, Gamora didn't survive the snap?
The new Gamora, that's what I was saying earlier.
So she got dusted?
I think she did, because, again, she's just nowhere at that point.
I'm going to have to pay more attention. Julio Rodriguez comes in with a super chat. The time travel reminds me of Dragon Ball.
That's exactly what he was saying in the movie. Because I'm like, I don't understand. He's like, dude, it's Dragon Ball Z logic.
Yeah. And dude, this old guy in front of me is like, are you comparing this to Dragon Ball Z? He's like, that's messed up. I'm like, but it is. It's what Trunks said. You know, destroying the androids in this timeline doesn't change Trunks' future.
Yeah.
It just changes that timeline. And that's exactly what they did. It was Dragon Ball Z logic. And that's never a good thing, man. That's never a good thing. So anyway, guys, we want to thank you guys. We want to thank all 300 of you. I would love to live stream for another hour, but unfortunately, this guy's got a 2-hour drive back.
I do, yeah.
And
sorry, guys. That's my bad.
So, thank you guys all for the super chats. Thank you for coming out, supporting the channel. Thank you all, really. 300 people watching is great. So I think we know how we're going to do reviews for movies from now on.
Oh, yeah. I would love to do this again.
And, so don't worry. I'll be back tomorrow with some more videos, and then I'll do another live stream tomorrow night where I'll be doing more spoilers, but unfortunately, I won't have no one to bounce anything off of.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make a phone call, see if I can find someone to come in and sit in, but no one's going to be as fun as hanging out with this guy. But, hey, man.
Bring it in, buddy. Come in. All right.
I'm just glad I didn't knock your Rockstar drink on my computer. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for everything, guys. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms.
I'm Adam J.
And